The Sound Solutions range of systems are designed to enhance the acoustic environment within the home, both reducing the intrusion of unwanted noise and also allowing people to enjoy sound without the concern of disturbing others around them. Silent Wall is an upgraded internal partition for use in new-build homes, loft conversions and extensions where there is a need to provide enhanced acoustic separation. Before we get started, let's take a look at the components and accessories used in the range. Gypframe 70S50 metal studs, Gypframe 72 FEC50 metal floor and ceiling channels, Gypframe 99 FC50 fixing channel, 25mm gyprock drywall screws, which are used to fix 15mm gyprock sound block onto the gypframe studs and channels, 50mm gyprock sound block specialist acoustic plasterboard, 50mm ice-over acoustic partition roll insulation positioned in the stud cavity, gyprock sealant, which is supplied in foil sausages for sealing around the perimeter of the system to provide optimum acoustic performance. Now we will start to build the system. Mark the floor and ceiling with a chalk line or laser level to indicate the position of the Gypframe 72 FEC50 floor and ceiling channel. Fix the Gypframe 72 FEC50 channel to the floor and ceiling using appropriate fixings at 600mm centers. Cut the studs to length using tin snips. Position the first 70S50 stud against the perimeter and fix to the abutting perimeter at 600mm centers. Position Gypframe 70S50 studs at 600mm centers between the floor and ceiling channels. Measure the required length of the 15mm gyprock sound block board required. Mark the board and cut using a retractable safety knife or a saw, as demonstrated. On one side of the partition, screw fix a base layer of 1200mm wide 15mm gyprock sound block plasterboard round the perimeter of each board, with 25mm gyprock drywall screws at 300mm centers. As a support for electrical backboxes, cut a piece of 99 FC50 fixing channel to the required length. Mark and snip the fixing channel to allow the return flange to be knocked flat before fixing into position. Use gyprock waferhead screws to fix the 99 FC50 fixing channel into place. Ensure the partition is sealed around the perimeter with gyprock sealant to provide optimum sound insulation. Using a short piece of FEA1 steel angle section, suspend 50mm ice-over acoustic partition roll into the cavity of the partition. Staggering the board joint from the opposite side, screw fix a base layer of 600mm wide 15mm gyprock sound block plasterboard round the perimeter, with 25mm gyprock drywall screws at 300mm centers. Progress to fully fix 1200mm wide 15mm gyprock sound block at 300mm centers to the metal studs and floor and ceiling channels. Staggering the board joints in relation to the base layer, fix a second layer of 15mm gyprock sound block. This time, screw fix with 42mm gyprock drywall screws at 300mm centers to the metal studs and floor and ceiling channels. Job done! Your partition system is now complete and ready for plastering or jointing, prior to second fix electrical and skirtings being installed.